A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance. It is fitting that at this solemn moment we take the pledge of dedication to the service of India and her people, and to the still larger cause of humanity.
Indian economy, chains to change. India's economy is a tale of resilience, transformation, and ambition. From being one of the richest civilizations in the world to facing economic decline under colonial rule, from the struggles of independence to becoming a rising global power, India's journey is one of survival and resurgence. This exhibition, Indian Economy, Chains to Change, explores three defining phases that shaped our nation's economy: pre-independence, post-independence, and modern India. Let's begin this journey through time. Pre-independence, the era of exploitation. India, once a prosperous economic giant, was reduced to a source of raw materials for the British Empire. Policies designed for British gain crippled local industries, drained wealth, and deepened poverty. Economist Dadabhai Naoroji exposed how British rule siphoned off India's resources, leaving little for its own development. The Zamindari, Ryotwari, and Mahalwari systems imposed crushing taxes on farmers, trapping them in debt. A once thriving textile and handicraft industries were destroyed as British-made goods flooded the market. Built not for India's benefit, but to transport British goods, the railway network further exploited local industries. Indians fought back, boycotting British goods and reviving indigenous industries. Britain's war efforts drained India's economy further, and global recession brought even more hardship. By 1930, India's economy had been systematically weakened. The demand for independence grew louder, not just for political freedom, but for economic self-reliance. Post-independence, rebuilding a nation. Independence in 1947 brought joy, but also economic devastation. The partition divided industries, infrastructure, and resources, leaving millions displaced and businesses left in ruins. The sudden division of India and Pakistan led to the displacement of nearly 15 million people, disrupting trade and agriculture. India's new government focused on rebuilding infrastructure and strengthening agriculture. Led by Nehru's vision, India invested in steel, coal, and manufacturing to drive economic growth. New farming technologies helped India achieve self-sufficiency in food production, ending recurring famines. To ensure financial stability and economic inclusion, major banks were bought under government control. Global oil shortages triggered inflation, making everyday life harder for Indians. Despite these challenges, India laid the groundwork for modernization, but real economic transformation was yet to come.
We shall pay any price, bear any burden, make any sacrifice to realize those dreams. India is on the move again. We shall make the future happen.
By the early 1990s, India was at an economic crossroads. A balance of payment crisis forced the nation to rethink its approach. What followed was a turning point in India's economic history. The government introduced bold reforms, liberalization, privatization, and globalization, opening India to foreign investment and competition. With a strong talent pool, India became a global leader in information technology, creating jobs and wealth.
आज मध्यरात्रि यानी 8 नवंबर 2016 की रात्रि को 12 बजे से वर्तमान में जारी 500 रुपए और 1000 रुपए के करेंसी नोट लीगल टेंडर
In a move to curb black money and boost digital payments, 500 and 1000 rupee notes were scrapped overnight. A game-changing reform, the Goods and Services Tax streamlined India's tax system, making business easier. A global crisis that disrupted economies but also accelerated India's digital transformation. With the rise of unified payments interface, India now is a global leader in digital payments, moving towards a cashless future. Companies like Zomato, Ola, and Byju's have put India on the global startup map, driving innovation and employment. Even as India rises, challenges like unemployment, inflation, and economic inequality remain areas of focus. India is no longer just an emerging market. It is a global economic force. The choices made today will define the India of tomorrow. From a land of immense wealth to colonial exploitation, from independence struggles to global leadership, India's economic journey is one of perseverance and evolution. As we move into the future, innovation, sustainability, and inclusive growth will determine the next phase of India's story.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
Welcome to Indian economy. Chains to change. Discover, learn, and explore the forces that shape our nation.